Hello, this is Manuel York for the Leading People Follow-Up Program. And again, it's about reminding you of tools you already know. And today I would like to take a look at exploring. Exploring in a negative scenario where someone shows reluctance, resistance, and is not willing to easily cooperate with you. So what I would like to combine here is various tools. One is our conversation flow of observing, addressing, exploring. Then we use the 4-phrase strategy. I see, I find, and that's why. Are you okay with that? And exploring, we use the 3 magic questions about purposes, concerns, and circumstances. All of us have purposes. For all of us, something is important. We all have thoughts, concerns, maybe fears, and we all work under certain circumstances. And they might sometimes be unpleasant or leave us with obstacles to overcome. So combining these 3 tools and conversation flows to explore if someone shows resistance and reluctance is what I would like to test with you today. And why is that important? If someone shows resistance or reluctance, you can be sure there is something on their mind. And this is blocking the dialogue, and it's blocking the cooperation. Therefore, it's blocking the performance process and the purpose story. That's why it's important to address it, to dig deep, to go to the bottom, and to put it on the table. I know that this requires courage. And sometimes we are afraid that if we go to the bottom and explore what's really on the mind of the other person, it may make it worse than it already is. So, but don't worry. Whatever comes up to the table is then visible and you can work with it. So it's better than leave it where it is, because that will continuously block the purpose story process. So how could that look like? So let's assume someone you're talking to shows reluctance to agree what you want them to do. So what you then can do is you can start with addressing. You can say, wait a minute, what I see is a frown on your face, and my impression is that you are really reluctant to do that. Pause. I'm not quite sure that I understand this. Pause. That's why I would like to understand it better and explore, if that is okay for you. Now, what is on your mind? I can see that you have concerns. Are you willing to share these concerns with me? Then you may eventually talk about their purposes. You can say, what is actually important for you? And then it becomes more energetic. Then the person can unfold and really share what's important to bring this conversation to a next step, to a positive forward step. So again, and then you can also talk about the circumstances, and don't worry about what may come up. Sometimes we can deal with it and work with it. Sometimes we cannot, but it's not your role as a manager to solve all the problems. Your role as a manager is to connect with people, to make that purpose story happen, and to make people participate in that purpose story. So don't worry, don't be afraid that this might turn into a dead end, because if you are in a dead end with someone, you can use the same tool. You can say, hey, what I see right now is that we both are in a dead end. That's it. So let's explore how to get out of it again. So what are your thoughts about it? So just use the tools repeatedly on, and they will get you out of every dead end possible. So to build on that and continue with a purpose story. So for the next days, what I would like you to do and to test is, if someone shows reluctance or resistance, just use these tools to explore what's on their minds. And remember, you don't need to find solutions for everything alone. You always can play the ball back to the other person and then try jointly to find a solution. So this is what I would like you to try and test. I'm looking forward to what you will experience. and see you next time. And this is Manuel York for the Leading People Follow-Up Program.